my Dallas Cowboys right now are trying to get Deion Sanders to leave Colorado and coach the Cowboys. So I'm a Cowboys fan, been Cowboys fan since I've been born. So how should Cowboys fans feel about this possibility?
Well, if you would have asked me yesterday, Jackson, I would have told you I don't think there's really any shot that this happens. But then today I saw a report that apparently close friends are encouraging Deion Sanders to take the Cowboys job, and apparently he's really intrigued by it if Jerry Jones were to offer it. Now, the transition between college and the pro game is completely different. I mean, it's two completely different sports, but the way college football has been transitioning, it's kind of moved closer to the pro game. So I feel the transition between college coaches and NFL coaching, it can be easier. And with Deion Sanders having played in the NFL, I think he could command a lot of respect. It'd definitely be one of the most fascinating moves ever. And we know how much the Cowboys love having their fascinating, interesting moves. I don't necessarily know with the roster construction of the Cowboys right now if they'd be set up for success in year one, but I think it'd be really, really interesting and really entertaining. But how are you feeling about it?
Well, one, Jerry loves this publicity. Okay. Absolutely. So like that, this is number one. This is why he's entertaining.
That's why he would do it.
Yeah.
That's why it's going to happen. Yeah. That's why it's going to happen. I have a feeling.
I don't know if I would go that far to just sit here and guarantee that it's going to happen, because Deion has said like, hey, like I love, you know, the coaching staff at Colorado and things like that. So like, I don't know. I'm kind of like not trying to get too hopeful for it, because it is something I want really badly.
You
because
want it.
I do. I think Deion has the personality to turn this thing around. Now, the question is Shedeur Sanders and Deion a package deal? Like, I think that's what we're trying to figure out right now is, do the Cowboys have to trade up in the draft to get Shedeur Sanders for Deion to become the Cowboys head coach? I feel like that has to happen first.
Well, I think you have to have your head coach hired before the draft. So I think if Deion Sanders, you would have to have that kind of plan already put in place if you were to hire Deion Sanders. Because you can't go into the NFL draft banking on the fact that you can trade up and get Shedeur Sanders. I think if Deion Sanders were to be hired as the coach, I think the move to move up in the draft wouldn't come on draft night. It would come way before, weeks before. I feel like if you're hiring Deion Sanders, you're kind of planning to get Shedeur, because I feel like that's kind of the only way Deion goes to the NFL is if he is coaching with Shedeur Sanders.
Absolutely. But what do we do with Dak Prescott? I saw a trade with
the Jets.
FanDuel posted a trade I don't even think would happen. Let me know what you think, if this actually could happen. So the Titans would get Dak Prescott, okay? Cowboys, we would get the number 1 pick, 2025 4th round pick, and 2026 3rd round pick. So we'd get 3 draft picks, the number 1 overall pick. FanDuel actually posted. This was not my idea, by the way.
Just for Dak Prescott?
Yes.
I feel like if you're the Cowboys, you accept that instantly. What do you? If there's no way the Titans do that, dude, I'm sorry. No, that is no way. That is no way.
And if we trade Dak Prescott, I would hate that trade for the Titans. Would be having like $104 million in like dead cap or something like that.
That's the other thing too. You have to find a team that can actually take on Dak Prescott's contract, and there's not a lot to that. I think maybe. Yeah, you could sit Shedeur Sanders here, because I'm going to be honest with you, Jackson. It's a weak quarterback.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this class.
Cam Ward looks all right, but I haven't really gotten into my film study yet of the college prospects that I like doing. But Cam Ward looks all right. There's questions about Shedeur Sanders' arm strength transitioning to the next level, but I think Shedeur Sanders is the best quarterback in this class. He's accurate, and I think that's a very, very big thing coming to the next level in the NFL. We see these guys get drafted on their high traits, high athleticism, high arm strength, but they're not necessarily accurate. Shedeur Sanders has the accuracy already put in place. Kind of has to clean up the footwork a little bit, but I mean,
he does. But that'll come with time. In my opinion,
the system he gets transitioned into. I think that's why Deion Sanders would be his head coach if he were to leave Colorado.
And I think it'll help Shedeur's transition more, because he does have a receiver like CeeDee Lamb. It's not like you're going to a garbage team with no receiving core. Like, I mean, let's be honest. The Cowboys aren't a bad team.
No.
I don't think we're a Super Bowl contender, but like we can definitely be a playoff team, in my opinion. Fully healthy, we can be a playoff team. No, let's not get it twisted. This year, we weren't really healthy for the majority of the season. We had Deron Bland out. Micah Parsons was out for a significant amount of time. I mean, we were missing a lot of pieces. Now, I'm not saying by any means those two guys being out would have changed anything about the Cowboys season, because plain and simple, Dak was just bad. And first of all, if Jerry wouldn't have given Dak this contract, one, it would have been probably easier to get Deion to be the coach. And two, it'd be easier to get Shador, because we wouldn't have to worry about, oh, let's call up Cleveland. Like, do you want to take this contract? Like, no, no one wants to take this contract for the production. And his hamstring is torn off the bone. So, like, the guy's not going to be able to move. Dak Prescott was already limited when it came to his movement. He had that ankle injury. So, like, he's already a very injury-prone quarterback. And a hamstring...
It's a Kirk Cousins situation.
It's bad. I mean, torn hamstring. I mean, you're not coming back from this. Like, no way. No.
It's not.
Like, who wants that? That's a damaged product. It is. And Dak Prescott's a great guy. Don't get me wrong. He's a great guy. Just like Tony. He's a great guy. But when it comes to winning football games, he always falls short. And I think right now, if Jerry looked long picture instead of going, well, actually, I don't even know why he paid him. It made no sense. I can't even come up with a reason why he would have paid him. But you didn't think long term, because right now the Cowboys need to rebuild. And with CeeDee Lamb and Micah Parsons compared to Dak Prescott, those two guys are in very different stages of their careers. They're a lot younger. Dak Prescott has been in the league for like 10 years now. So, like, it's just Jerry needs to do a better job of looking farther away. Play chess, not checkers, Jerry Jones. This is why Cowboys fans are so displeased with this man, because he just doesn't think.
The Cowboys need to hire an actual GM.
Yeah. Well, we have one. We just don't use him. Stephen Jones, I don't even know if he ever has performed the general manager duties once.
Jerry's running the show.
No, oh yeah. There's no question about that.
And
no,
it's a tough spot to be in if you're the Cowboys, because you do got to pay Dak Prescott. That's why I didn't think it was necessarily the right move to fire Mike McCarthy. I think you could probably go back into next season with the current core you have. But I mean, it's probably time to blow it up if you're Dallas. The window you have with that Dak Prescott era, it's gone. It's closed. The Super Bowl window's closed.
No, we're not.
Last year, you guys did have a significant shot. It was a good team.
No, that was our best shot we had, period, that I've seen in the Dak Prescott era. Maybe outside of his rookie year, I mean, that's probably the best shot I've seen in a long time.
One of the better teams. First youngest NFL team in NFL history.
Get out of here with that. Dude.
It just seems to happen like that when our teams match up in the playoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
Dez didn't catch it, by the way.
Yeah, I don't. Okay. Get out of here right now. I'm gonna kick this man off the set. Yes, he did. He took 3 steps. I'm not gonna sit here and argue this. No, we're not going down this road, because. One, that 2 years later, they ruled it a catch.
He didn't.
Yes, he did. The NFL even said he did 2 years later.
Talk to me, baby. Talk to me nice. I'm from another world, baby, yeah. Broadway paradise. They think I'm way too cold, cause I put my